Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly energy update for the week of November 6th through November 13th. And this week we do have the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, and that's going to be happening on November 8th. So some information on that. Of course, whenever we have a full moon, we do talk about kind of an unveiling and letting go type of ceremony. So the full moon is at its fullest at actually 4:01 a.m. Mountain Time on November 8th. So you want to do like your releasing ceremony, your unveiling and letting go type of activity and energy 8 hours before then. So you get it all set up. It's almost like you're pre-packaging what you're ready to release. You go through whatever you want to do. You can like list 10 things that you want to release around these energies, and then they will start falling away. Now you can choose anything to release around, a full moon, but if you do zero in on the energies of the sign, then that does help out as well. So like Taurus, and I'll probably pop up just a little slide here so you could see those if you want to screenshot them. But it is about like groundingness and things that make you secure, things that are our source of confidence. Perseverance is a good energy. What do we need to persevere around? Finances and abundance, of course, is also around Taurus energy. Hard work, creativity, where can we use that in our life? Simplification is great. There's also dependency, codependency, independence, those kind of themes around that. And of course, eating and cooking are also around that. And the Taurian energy, because it is ruled by Venus, it does have some emotions and sensitivities or living through your senses around there as well. And of course, the Taurus bull, the resistance, the stubbornness comes into play. Now, the Taurus zodiac, that sign rules over the neck, the throat, the voice, the vocal cords, and the thyroid. So if you have anything around those, you can also bring those into this type of unveiling and letting go ceremony. So those are the energies that you want to focus on around that. And then, of course, the lunar eclipse, I did talk about eclipses last week and the week before. So if you want to check out those videos, I do go into more about eclipses, but it is about change. It is about sudden change, and kind of sometimes life-altering situations come up during an eclipse. And the total lunar eclipse does happen at right around the time of the fullest. It starts like at 4 a.m. Mountain Time. And we should probably see that in most places in the world, but always check out the internet to see what time it's going to be in your area. So if you want to be up watching the eclipse, you can do that. So wonderful information here. Use that, beautiful energies around this full moon that is expanding all the energies that we're feeling and all the emotions we're feeling in the moment. So focus on what you do want to grow and what you're thankful for in your life, more than focusing on what you don't want in your life and what you, or feel like you're lacking in your life. Use as much energy as you can during this full moon for the opposite. Of course, when you're doing the unveiling and letting go ceremony, you can write down thank you for bringing to me, unveiling this thing around this situation in my life and aiding me in letting it go. I mean, you can write it out and even say it out loud as you write out the 10 things, and that helps with all that release. So that is the little skinny on the Taurus energy. For this reading, of course, I'm going to pull a reading for each individual zodiac sign, and we're going to be asking just what are we resistant to letting go that's in our best interest to release. And so we're going to ask that for each sign. We're jumping into your sign right now. All right, Libras, this is your weekly energy update. We're going to start off by pulling a card from the Animal Spirit deck of the Wild Unknown series. Any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box of the video below. So if any of them catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. All right, so let's take a look here, Libra. What area does Spirit feel that you could use some release from here? What are you resistant to letting go? That would be in your better interest to let go. So you have the cheetah. Chester cheetah. I love that. Beautiful, beautiful. Speed, the need for speed. And let's take a look here and see what the cheetah brings in here for you. Oh, there they were. Okay. So this is about solar force, action, achievement, and masculine energy. It says the cheetah is the epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah, it shines from inside this great creature and expands outward to brighten the universe. The energy within a cheetah personality is palpable to others, and they naturally attract an audience to bear witness to their remarkable achievements. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for a cheetah's forward momentum. So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the why before you start running. Because when you're in balance with this energy, you achieve anything and you have boundless energy. When you're out of balance with this energy, then you're impatient and competitive. So to bring this energy into balance, reconnect to your purpose. So I feel like the area where your resistance to letting go, which would be in your better interest, is the holding back, your resistance to letting your energy be expressed, right? And I feel like the crux of it, which we'll dig in more here as well, is that you are, I don't want to say afraid, but you are cautious about your why. And you feel like your why doesn't fit in with what other people would want for you. And so you kind of have this, you're cautious about sharing your why and wanting to express it because you have a feeling that some people are not going to like your why. So let's take a look here. And we're also going to pull from the Wild Unknown Tarot and find out what else they'd like you to know about this, expressing this beautiful, beautiful why with the world and sharing your energy and your gifts with the world. What else? Okay, not those. Excuse me. My goodness. I wonder if those are the same three cards that keep flying out. So we will make space for them. Even if they all don't fit, we will make sure that they do. So we'll put them like this first. We'll start with this one down here. You got the Justice card here. And normally it's a number 11. In this particular deck, they swap it out for what would normally be the Strength card. But there's this balancing out of the, usually there's like a scale. In here they have the black and the white cat here. And it's the balancing out with this mighty sword of truth, the Ace of Swords from the sword suit. And this is about you connecting to higher truths and reflecting that to the outside world. That there are these small t truths, which are the old supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos, that's what's confining you, your why, and not allowing you to express it. But this Ace of Swords is allowing you to really, really connect to that inner truth of your why, how you uniquely want to share your unconditional love with the world and slice away these, fears of losing conditional love, these individuals that wouldn't agree with your why and what you want to do. And so you're afraid to express it. Even for some of you, you're afraid to admit it to yourself, what it is you want to do. So let's take a look in here. I had a feeling the authenticity card was going to come out, because when I was talking about it earlier, that's what this card is. The Three of Pentacles. One is creativity, about expressing your creativity into the outside world. But usually there's three people on the card, and one is you creating your beautiful work of art, your authentic you, showing it. And then there's the other two people. One of them is the naysayer, the dream buster, the one that you're afraid of will be all blah, 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 blah. Why are you doing it that way? You shouldn't do it that way. You should do this. That's not going to make any money. You're not going to be successful. Right? It's like that person gets set outside of your boundaries, right? The other person, though, is someone who's supportive, the one that's saying, I'm so proud of you. You're going to do so well at this. It's really great. Da, 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 da. But they add in something like, have you ever thought of doing it this way, though? And they're not as obvious as the other, naysayer in drawing us off our path, because it's our fear of letting them down and that they will turn against us like that naysayer and move over to their camp and pull away their support. Our little child in of us loves that and wants them to continue to do that. So, we get this, we'll go off and sway our authentic path in that direction. But that's what, this awareness is coming in. Spirit doesn't want you to do that. They want you to really connect to your why and let this beautiful brightness move out, and you express that to the world. And you have the Son of Pentacles, which should be the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. It is movement, but they're letting you know that things change from the inside out, not the outside in. And so as you move and you really start to do this, it just moves from the outside in. You start to glow, you start to happen. Just be patient with it making its way to the outside world. Start with your inner self and expressing this, and it does move its way out to the outside world. You're the Mother of Wands. So Queen of Wands, powerful energy you have. I mean, that brightness that you have within you here, you can't hide it for very long. The Queen of Wands is so powerful. She has such a drive and such a ability to super focus her energy that when she does it, she gets things done. There's movement. There's beautiful expression in the outside world as well. And she also has a beautiful connection to the spirit world where she trusts her gut. She trusts her instinct that is telling her to move forward and do this and do that. And when she reaches a fork in the road, she just dials in the eye in the sky and connects to him and says, hey, so what is for my highest experience here? And they're like, take a right. She takes a right, and people are like, oh, how could you just make that decision? And for you, you don't feel it's a risk because in your gut, you know what the answer is. Sometimes you will spend time affirming that decision, but you really learn to trust your gut and trust your instinct, because each time you check, it's the best answer, it's the best answer, it's the best answer, right? So I love it. Then you have the Daughter of Swords, which would be the Page of Swords in the regular tarot. And she brings you the Ace of Swords. She allows you to have new ideas, new thoughts, new beliefs, new mindsets. As you're cutting away the old ones and the old fears, the things that are keeping you from being authentic, you release more, and you have these new thoughts and these new beautiful creative ideas that come in as well. Yep, and you have the Eight of Pentacles. So you are definitely ready to move up in the outside world, not holding yourself back anymore, and not being your authentic self. You're ready to move up. You've done the work. You have everything set, so you're ready to head up. And I love this too. For those of you that were thinking about doing something on the internet, the World Wide Web, this is confirmation for you of that. Well, is to express yourself. You're able to just impact so many people and become a bright light on the internet. So whether it's some sort of virtual thing that you're wanting to do, this is definitely telling you it's right on the money. And here you go, Daughter of Cups, Page of Cups, new emotion, new gut instinct and trusting your intuition, but new emotion too. You're moving to higher levels in your love of self, which fills up and you become this chalice that allows this beautiful love to flow into you, fill you up and move out into the outside world. So you definitely become this, brightfulness. It's like almost the ugly duckling. I don't know why that story is coming to me, but it's like this way of looking at yourself changes where you just understand who you are and how you want to express it to the world. And you just don't care anymore. You don't care about those fears of letting people down. You just can't stand it anymore, which is how it happens. We get to this point where our fears get outweighed by the ugly feeling of not being ourselves. And that's when we take action. As long as our fears outweigh that, we don't make movement, we don't make change. But I feel like you're at that point where you just can't stand it anymore. You've got to express this person, this gift that you have within you, this bright light you have within you with the world. All right, and we're also going to pull from the Oracle of EE and see what else they want you to know. So for our Libras, well, that makes sense too with the justice and the balancing. Duh. You guys are probably already yeah, that's where I live. I live on the scales of balancing things. And here you go. You got the silver lining, card number 37. So put that down here. And it says it only looks like disruption. In reality, everything is fine. Everything, in fact, is beyond fine. Underneath appearances is a silver, gold, and platinum lining. Enjoy. Yeah. Below the surface, right? You have your brightness just shining, ready to shine forward. So everything is unfolding perfectly for you here, and I love it. And then your final card we're going to pull here is from the High Vibe deck. This is just going to be the final message that Spirit has for you for this reading for this week. All right. So for our Libra, what's your final message for them? Okay, it's this one right here. And you've got the hula hoop. Let you see that, and then I'll read it. And it says, swing your hips as if you were using a hula hoop. Start by going clockwise, then go counterclockwise, then make figure eights. Do this for 1 minute. This movement will bring your energy down from your head and into your body, increasing your creative energy. And of course, if you have any physical concerns, seek a licensed physician first before trying this. When there's physical stuff, we got to mention that. But I love it. This transfer of energy, you're being creative. You're getting out of your head, all these thoughts and these mindsets, and you're getting into action and putting this beautiful, authentic self out there and sharing it with the world. You're becoming very bright and allowing that energy to build up and then expand out to the world. So I love this for you. All right, Libras, if you're looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of them, get notified immediately when they're available. If you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then by clicking the subscribe button, you're also given access to the notification bell. When you go in there, there's an option for all. And if you select it, it does two things. One, of course, it tells you immediately when new videos come out. But two, it also tells you when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. I know. I go every evening at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And then also on Friday, Saturday, Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So if you haven't stopped by to say hi and check it out, I'd love to see you. Also, doing the things I mentioned, it helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share a video, comment on a video, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy excited. It wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for more specific information and answers for your specific life, I also offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box of the video below. All right, Libras, as you're going throughout this week, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon, but in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.